अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, आज बात करेंगे एसईओ पे, सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन। एसईओ स्टैंड फॉर सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन। SEO is all about optimizing a website for search engines. SEO is a technique for designing and developing a website to rank well in search engine results. Improving the volume and quality of traffic to a website from search engines. Marketing by understanding how search algorithms work and what human visitors might search. SEO is a subset of search engine marketing. SEO is also referred as SEO copywriting because most of traffic most of the techniques that are used to promote sites in search engines deal with text. If you plan to do some basic SEO, it is essential that you understand how search engine work. SEO काम कैसे करता है, इसका क्या तरीकाकार है, इसका काम क्या है। Search engine performs several activities in order to deliver search results. Crawling process of fetching all the web pages linked to a website. This task is performed by software called a crawler or spider or Google bot in case of Google. Indexing process of creating index for all the fetched web pages and keeping them into a giant database from where it can later be retrieved. Essentially, the process of indexing is identifying the words and expressions that best describe the page and assigning the page to particular keywords. Processing. When a search request comes, the search engine SEO process it. It compares the search string in the search request with the indexed page in the database. Calculating relevancy. It is likely that more than one page contains the search strings, so the search engine starts calculating the relevancy of each of the pages in its index to the search strings. Retrieving results. The last step in search engine activities is retrieving the best matched result. Basically, it is nothing more than simply displaying them in the browser. Search engines such as Google and Yahoo often update their relevancy algorithm dozens of times per month. When you see change in your ranking, it is due to an algorithm shift or something else outside of your control. Although The basic principle of operation of all search engines is the same. The minor differences between their relevancy algorithms lead to a major change in result relevancy. What is SEO copywriting? SEO copywriting is the technique of writing viewable text on a web page in such a way that it reads well for the surfer and also targets specific search terms. Its purpose is to rank highly in the search engines for the targeted search terms. Along with viewable text, SEO copywriting usually optimizes other on-page element for the targeted search terms. These include the title, description, keywords, tags, headings, and alternative text. The idea behind SEO copywriting is that search engines want genuine content pages and not additional pages, often called drawaway, doorway pages that are created sole purpose of achieving high ranking. What is search engine rank? When you search an keyword using a search engine, it displays thousands of results found in its database. A page ranking is measured by the position of a web page displayed in the search engine result. If a search engine is putting your web page in the first position, then your web page rank will be number 1 and it will be assumed as the page with highest rank. SEO is the process of designing and developing a website to attain a high rank in search engines result. What is on page and off page SEO? Conceptually, there are two ways of optimization. On page SEO, it includes providing good content, good keywords, selection, putting keywords on correct places, giving appropriate title to every page, etc. Off-page SEO, it includes link buildings, increasing link popularity by submitting open directories, search engines, link exchange, etc. SEO techniques are classified in two broad categories: White Hat SEO techniques that search engines recommend as a part of good design. Second, Black Hat SEO techniques that search engines do not approve and attempt to minimize the effect of. These techniques are also known as spam indexing. White Hat SEO. An SEO tactic is considered as white hat if it has the following features. It conforms to the search engine's guidelines. It does not involve in any deception. It ensures that the content a search engine indexes and subsequently ranks is the same content a user will see. Ensure that a web page content should have been created for the user and not just for the search engines. It ensures good quality of web pages. It ensures availability of useful content on the web page. Always follow a white hat SEO tactic and do not try to fool your sites. Site visitors, be honest and you will definitely get something more. Black hat or spam indexing. An SEO tactic is considered as a black hat or spam indexing if it has the following features: attempting ranking improvements that are disapproved by the search engine and or involve deception. Redirecting users from a page that is built for search engine to one that is more human friendly. Redirecting users to page that was different from the page the search engine ranked. Serving one version of a page to search engine spiders bots and another version to a human visitors. This is a called clocking SEO tactic. Using hidden or invisible text or with the page background color using a tiny font size or hiding them with the HTML code such as no frame section. HTML stand for hypertext markup language. Repeating keywords. Repeating keywords in the meta tags and using keywords that are unrelated to the website's content. This is called meta tag stuffing. Calculated placement of keywords within a page to raise the keyword count, variety, and density of the page. This is called keyword stuffing. Creating low quality web pages that contain very little content but are instead stuffed with very similar keywords and phrases. These pages are called doorway or gateway pages. Mirror websites by hosting multiple websites, all with conceptually similar content but using different URLs. Creating a rogue copy of popular websites which shows content similar to a original to a web crawler but redirects web surfers to unrelated or malicious websites. This is called page hijacking. Always stay away from any of the above black hat tactics to improve the rank of your site. Search engines are smart enough to identify all the above properties of your site and ultimately you are not going to get anything. When you start thinking of doing a business through internet, the first thing that you think about is your website's domain name. Before you choose a domain name, you should consider the following. Who would be your target audience? What you intend to sell to them? Is it tangible? Is it a tangible idiom or just text content? What will make your business idea unique or different from everything else that is already available in the market? Many people think it is important to have keywords in a domain. Keywords in the domain name are usually important, but it usually can be done while keeping the domain names short, memorable, and free of hyphens. Using keywords in your domain name gives you a strong competitive advantage over your your competitors. Having your keywords in your domain name can increase click through rates on search engine listings and paid ads, as well as make it easier to use your keywords in get keywords rich descriptive inbound links. Avoid buying long and confusing domain names. Many people separate the words in their domain name using either dashes or hyphens. In the past, the domain name itself was a significant ranking factor, but now search engines have advanced feature and it is not very significant factors anymore. Keep 2-3 words in your domain name that will be easy to memorize. Some of the most notable websites do a great job of branding by creating their own words. Few examples are eBay, Yahoo, Expedia, Slashdot, Fark, Wikipedia, Google, etc. You should be able to say it over the telephone once, and the other person should know how to spell it, and they should be able to guess what you sell. Guru Mantra. Finally, you should be able to answer the following questions. Why do you want to build your website? आप अपनी वेबसाइट क्यों बनाना चाहते हैं? Why should people buy of your site and not from other site? लोग आपकी वेबसाइट को क्यों खरीदना चाहेंगे और दूसरों को लोगों की साइट को क्यों नहीं? What makes you different from others? आपकी वेबसाइट को कौन सी चीज़ है जो दूसरों से अलग समझती होगी? Who are your target audience and what do you intend to sell? List 5 to 10 websites that you think are amazing. Now think why they are amazing. Create 5 different domain names. Make at least one of them funny. Tell them to half dozen people and see which ones are the most memorable. You will get more honest feedback if the people do not know you well. Buy your domain name that is catchy, memorable, and relevant to your business. One of the simplest method to improve your search engine optimization to look at the way you name your files. Before writing this tutorial, we did a lot of research on file names and found that search engines like Google give too much importance to file names. You should think what you want put in your web page and then give a relevant file name to this page. Just try giving any keywords in Google search engine and you will find the names highlighted with keywords you have given. It proves that your file name should have appropriate keywords. File name style. The file name should preferably be short and descriptive. It is always good to use same keywords in file name as well as in page title. Do not use file names such as service HTM or job HTM as they are generic. Use actual service name in your file name such as computer repairing HTM. Do not use more than 3 words in file names. Separate the keywords with hyphens rather than underscores. Try to use 2 keywords if possible. File name example listed below are some file names which would be ideal from the user's point of view as well as SEO search engine optimization. You must read uh, notes that keywords are separated by hyphens rather than underscores. Google sees good file names as follows: SEO relevant file name SAS as SEO relevant file names good. File name with underscores are not good option. File extension. You should notice that HTML, HTML, PHP and any other extension do not think for your visitors and they are simply a means of offloading some of the work of configuring your web server properly onto your visitors. In effect, you are asking your site's visitor to tell your web server how to produce the page, not which one. Many webmasters think that it is a good idea to use file name without using extension. It may help you, but not a whole lot. URL subdirectory name. From search engine optimization point of view, URL subdirectory name hardly matters. You can try giving any keyword in any search and you will not find any subdirectory name matching with your keywords. But from the user point of view, you should keep an abbreviated subdirectory name. Guru Mantra. Keep the following points in mind before naming your files. Keep the web page file name short, simple, descriptive and relevant to the page content. Try to use maximum of 3 or 4 keywords in your file name and these keywords should appear on your web page title as well. Separate all keywords with hyphen rather than with underscore. Keep your subdirectory name as short as possible. Restrict the file size to less than 101K 1001 because Google chops almost everything about that. The website design and layout gives the first impression about your site. There are sites which are too fancy and regular net servers. Net servers just reach those sites and come out even without creating a simple click. Search engines are very smart, but after all, they are software and not human beings who can read the content of their interest. If you make your site too complicated, then the search engine would not be able to phrase the content of your sites properly. And finally, indexing would not be efficient, which result in a low rank. The actual page content should have a keyword density of about 10% and should weigh in about 200 words, but there are as many opinions about this as there are SEO experts. Some say keyword density should be 5% and some say it should be 20%. You can go with 10%, which is good enough. Here are a few guidelines that you should keep in mind while designing a web page. You should have more text content than HTML elements. No frames, they are the enemies of search engines, and search engines are enemies of frames. No ads if possible, because most of the ads use JavaScript, which is not advised to be used. No JavaScript. If you need JavaScript, call it from an external file rather than dumping the code in HTML file. JavaScript drop down menace prevents spider from traveling beyond your homepage. If you use them, be sure to include text links at the bottom of the page. Do not put anything in the page topic that does not fit perfectly. No unnecessary directories. Keep your files as close to the root as possible. No fancy stuff, flash, splash, animated GIFs, rollovers, etc. unless absolutely necessary. A keyword is a term that is used to match the query a person enters into search engine. To find specific information, most people enter search phrases that consist of 2 5 words. Such phrases may be called search phrases. Keyword phrases, query phrases, just keywords, good keywords phrases are specific and descriptive. The following concept related to keywords help in optimizing the keywords on a web page. Keyword frequency. This calculates as how often does a keyword appear in website title or description. You do not want to go overboard with the frequency. However, since on some engines if you repeat a word too many times, you are penalized for spamming or keyword stuffing. In general, through repeat your keyword in document as many times as you can get away with and up to 3 7 times in your list of meta tags. Keywords weight. It refers to the number of keywords appearing on your web page compared to total numbers of words appearing on that same page. Some search engines consider this while determining the rank of your website for particular keyword search. One technique that often works well is to create some smaller pages, generally just a paragraph long, that emphasizes a particular keyword by keeping the overall number of words to a minimum. You can increase the weight of keywords you are emphasizing. Keywords proximity. It refers to a placement of keywords on a web page in relation to each other, or in some cases in relation to other words with similar meaning as query word. for search engine that grade a keyword match by keyword proximity. The connected phrase home loans will outrank citation that mentions home mortgage loans, assuming that you are searching only for the phrase home loans. Keyword prominence. It is measure of how early or high up on page the keywords are found. Having keywords in the first heading and the first paragraph, first 20 words or so on page are best. Keyword placement. Where your keywords are placed on a page, very important. For example, in most engines, placing the keywords in the title of the page or in the heading tags will given it more relevancy. On some engines, placing keywords in the link text to the part that is underlined on the screen is browser can add more relevancy to those words. Best place to put keywords. Finding keywords. There are many different ways to find keyword for your website. Some good keywords ideas are the potential keywords, the potential words people would use to find your products for services or service. The problem that your prospective customers may try to solve with your product or service. Keyword tags on competitors' website, visible page, copy on competitors' websites. Pay attention to Pay attention to stemming of your keywords, particularly to that what the root words is and what Google considers to be a match for the word. When optimizing pages over time, you can do brainstorming to identify correct keyword for your site. What is word streaming? Google uses a feature called word streaming that allows all forms of the word singular, plural, verb from word form, verb form as well as similar words to be returned for given search query. So if someone types in house plants, not only the page that are optimized for that phrase, but the pages that contain all variations of that phrase are returned. For example, house plan, house planning, house planner. Hope you have some understanding on keywords. You also know how to identify them and where to use them. The next chapter explain how to optimize meta tags for better results. थैंक्स दोस्तों, आज की इस वीडियो में आपको पता चला होगा कि एसईओ का क्या काम होता है। जो सर्च इंजन ऑटोमाइजेशन होती है उसका क्या काम होता है वेबसाइट्स पे पेज बनाने में, और उसका जो लोगों की वेबसाइट्स होती हैं उनको सबसे टॉप पे लाने में क्या किरदार होता है। तो इसमें आपको हेल्प मिली होगी। तो ये मेरा इस पे एसईओ पे पहला ट्यूटोरियल था। इंशाल्लाह इसके